Hello friends, welcome to our channel. This is Monica. Today we are going to create a simple solution with Pega Robotic Studio to add two numbers. And I am going to use Windows adapter. There are many adapters available like Windows adapter, web adapter, universal adapter, text adapter and so on. As we already learned, RDA is using adapters to communicate with applications. Now we'll start creating the solution. So go to the file in menu bar. Yes. And new and click project. So once you click the project button, you will be able to see the screen. Now I am selecting the default one and I am giving the name to the project. As we know, naming should be starting with a capital letter for the project and the solution. So I'm giving the name as training PRJ. We know that PRJ is the suffix which the project should have, and the solution should have the suffix SLN. And every term in the solution name or the project name should start with a capital letter. Here T is capital, N is capital. So I'm creating the project by clicking OK. So today we are going to create a project in which we are going to get one value from the notepad and another value from the user. So I already created one notepad named A and I kept it in desktop, so which has the value 11. So it will take one value from this notepad and another value from the user. And I am going to use the Windows adapter since notepad is the Windows application, or we can say it's a desktop application. I hope we all know the difference between desktop application and web application. Based on the type of application we are using, we need to choose the adapter. So now I am going to add Windows application. So for that I need to click on the project and go to add. Now new item in which I am able to see Windows application. So I am selecting that. I am giving the name as notepad application. Once the adapter is added, in adapter properties window, we are able to see many properties. In which path property is one of the important properties where we are going to give the path of that application. So I'm searching for the path property. It's there. So I'm giving the path of that application. So if the application is installed in the system path, we need not give the entire path of that application. We just can give the application name .exe. That is enough. So now I'm saving the project. So now in the Object Explorer, you are able to see the Windows adapter, which is added recently. So once you add the Windows adapter, you are able to see this start interrogation button. So I'm going to start that interrogation. So this is called bullseye. This is called bullseye, which is used to interrogate the interrogation is a technique to identify the objects uniquely. Now I'm targeting the target application with the bullseye. See, this once we interrogated this Windows application, we are able to see the object which is targeted here. So the text box is targeted, so it is added in the target. Now I am stopping the interrogation. Okay, the application interrogation is stopped, and now we are able to see the target object also in the Object Explorer, and we are able to see one active X factory which is added by the Pega Robotics Studio automatically. And now the toolbox is not having anything to show. Now I am going to add one Windows form. This is to get a value from the user and to view the result. So going to this project and adding the Windows form. I am naming it as view. Expanding this. Once we add the Windows form, now we are able to see the tools in the toolbox. So the Pega Robotics Studio is changing the tools according to the items which are added in the solution. So now I am going to add one text box to get the user value. One more text box to get the result. Going to add one button. Text user. I'm just giving the name as text user. For this, I'm just changing the text value so that we can see that, so the user can easily understand. And changing the name of this text box. Text result. I'm saving the project. Now we need to tell the robot to follow the process to get the desired output. For that we need an item called automation. So I'm just adding the automation item here. For that I am keeping the name as view result. And click. Now the automation is added. So once the automation is added, from this automation, we are opening the Object Explorer so that we are able to see the hierarchy. So this is for the Windows application. and this is for the Windows form, and this is for the view result. This is the hierarchy. So we can think automation is like a backbone. This is a very important one because it will show the process uh, uh, because it will show the process flow and the data flow which should be followed by the robot. As we have seen in the previous video, RDA mimics the work of human. So we need to tell all the necessary points step by step to the robot. So I am repeating, this is a simple solution to make you understand how the automation works. In future, we will see how to get the value from the mail and Excel and its manipulations. Okay, we will tell the steps to the robot. So first, the project should be started. For that, we have the method called project started. To get that, go to toolbox. So and search runtime. So here we have the option runtime host dot project started. So I'm going to add this in this automation. The next step is we need to get the value from the Windows application, that is Notepad. So I'm just adding that here. So once the application is started, the process should go to the value which is from the Notepad. So I'm adding that. So I'm connecting this. So this yellow line tells the flow, and the blue mark will tell the data flow. This is the process flow and this is the data flow. Once we get the value from the Notepad, we need to get the value from the user. For that, I'm just adding the text box value which is got from the user. Okay. Now the process should go from this text box to this text box, and now I'm going to add a button in the automation because that is how we are expecting the application should work. Once the value from the Notepad and the user is got, then we need to click a button so that the two values will be added and we will be able to see the result in another text box. So I'm going to add the button here in the automation. So once you highlight the controls, you will be able to see different methods, properties and events. By using all these things, we are making the automation. So in this button, I'm expecting the user to click. So I am selecting the event click, which means on click, it should perform the next step. So on click, I want two of the input should be added. For that, I am using the numeric expression. So I am just searching numeric expression and I'm adding it in the automation. So I'm going to give the expression a plus b. So I'm thinking a is the first value from the Notepad. So this is the data flow. So I am passing this data to the a value and I'm getting one more input from the user. So I'm passing that e value, and this process, once the button is clicked, the process should go to this numeric expression. Once the addition is completed, I want that value should be displayed in the result text box. So from here the value should be shown here. So I am passing the data to this text box. From here the process should go to this text box. So now we have completed the automation. So I am saving it and I am going to run the automation. So once it is added, the Windows adapter will open the Windows application, the Notepad application, and the Windows form as well. So we need to give the user input there. Yes, it is opened and the value in it is 11, and Windows form is also opened. I am going to give one value, for example 89, and click. I am able to see the value 100. 89 plus 11, it's 100. Now we can change the value 45. 45 plus 11 is 56. So I'm stopping the application. Instead of manually stopping the automation, we can give the rules to the robot to stop the application. So we'll see it in the next video. Now we have reached the end of the video. We'll see new and advanced topics in future videos.